All right, guys, let's do a quick mid-afternoon recap here. The volume is really drying up as we approach lunchtime, so I thought this would be a good time to go over a few of the trades from this morning. I'm not going to go in a lot of detail. For the detailed webinar, that'll be as usual at the close or 30 minutes before the close, depending on if there's any trades left. Let's start with GNCA. I've been seeing a lot of this lately, so I've been a lot more aware of this pattern. We've been seeing it over and over again. Where a stock will look like it's trying to break out, and then once it shows weakness, shorts get involved, and then they get squeezed. This is pretty much thanks to journaling my charts and trades. This has become something that I'm much more aware of lately. So it's getting a little easier to predict, and again, it does help that if you're interested in shorting, just to wait maybe a little longer, maybe like 20-25 minutes, wait till the trend's determined, and then get involved. So I took a long and a short on this one today. Interestingly enough, I mean, as soon as it started to hold 35 like that, the pattern started to become very apparent to me, but I missed the buy through 40, and it spiked all the way up to 65, and I threw an order out at 44 right here, and it just happened to come back, tag me perfectly, and then run up. So so for the initial long, I was essentially going to risk 10 cents, as usual, the usual 10-cent risk off 34. I think it was a bit of a lucky fill, but at the same time I was there, and it was, there was a plan there to buy a dip if it came back to tag us. So that was a good little fill. I had partials all the way up. I sold some, 58, 62. The best fill I got was 73, and I had some waiting at 82, which it didn't hit. So when it started to roll over, I sold the rest as planned at actually at break even. And I had a feeling to sell around here, but I thought, you know what, last 1/5 here, if it can hold on and reclaim, maybe it'll turn into a big trade. So why not, right? So quick trade to open the day up on GNCA long. Second trade it took was GNCA short. So I mean, once it couldn't hold any momentum over 650, actually managed to get tag on the short side. Very similar to a lot of entries you guys have been seeing me take lately. 644. Pretty much right at the top of these candles. And we came down. It kind of held a higher low. It tried 2 more times. 1, 2, failed. So in this trade was actually decent. I got a target at 32. I actually covered a little more at 27. And my third target was going to be 618, which it just couldn't get there. So it started to grind back. I sat through that push with a good entry. It's easy to sit through pushes like that. When I started to hold 630, I got a little concerned here and decided to cover out the rest. So no real home runs this morning, guys. Just a couple of singles, but this is kind of a follow-up to what we talked about in yesterday's webinar, where a lot of the time these singles, these entries, these turn into home run trades. When they don't, just take a little green and move on. Like it's just so far it's a day where there's not a whole lot of home run potential. But I should give a shout out to one of our traders, Stewie Stagg, who's been with us for a while now, and he caught that FLKS this morning. There was a really nice chart set up here for a breakout through 485, and actually gave a really nice move. Okay. So that was a really nice pattern, nice play there. So congrats on that one. And then our moderators, Penny Flipper shorting FLKS after the squeeze when it came back down. He got a short at around 5, and I think he's still holding some, but it definitely had some covers under 70 there. So really nice trade there. So yeah, guys, overall so far a really decent morning. Just no real home run trades for me at the moment. A couple of singles. MBRX was another single target. I actually got a buy on this one at 212, and I know it's junk, but it gave me an opportunity. I'll take it. If I see an opportunity where it looks like shorts might squeeze, for example, especially where the stock ran up in the morning, put that high in at 22, lower high, started to really have trouble holding over, had trouble getting back over 212, but at the same time, it was doing that thing we see a lot where you'll get support under VWAP, and then if it starts to come back and reclaim, we can look for a buy. So I bought it through 212. Really tight stop, 207. Got a fill at 219. I was trying for more at 222. Couldn't quite get there. I didn't like how it didn't hold a higher low over 15, so I dumped the rest for a small gain. So again, just hitting some singles this morning, guys. No big trades, but being green is always good. And the home runs come. Yesterday was the day where exact same similar style entries turned into an absolute grand slam, right? So dry ships today is trading way lower, under 145. But you'll notice that the same style of entries and X's and targets, sometimes they work amazingly. Sometimes you just can get, a target or two, which is always good. By the time we reach 2 targets, we're typically going to have our stop loss move down to a break even on the rest. So decent start to the day. I think it's going to be slow over lunch, so I thought I would just do a quick recap. I'll go over a lot more detail on these trades in today's end-of-day webinar, and of course any other trades that come along. But I'm just going to go ahead and update my journal with the morning trades, guys, and I'll be hanging out with you guys in chat through the afternoon, but I think we're going to probably be taking it a bit easy unless some volume picks up on a couple of these stocks. So I hope you guys had a good morning, and we'll be looking for a few good 2 p.m. trades today.